Welcome to my 5th ever series ranking video, and today is Friday the 13th, so you know what that means. It's Jason time. So I'm gonna rank every single Friday the 13th movie from my least favorite to my most favorite, starting now. Number 12. Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday. The filmmakers had no idea what they were doing, and it shows. Jason's barely in it, the characters suck, there's some good gore, but that's about it. 0.5 out of 5. Number 11. Jason X. Jason's in space? Uber Jason is stupid, the characters are okay, and some of the gore is awesome while other effect-driven scenes are crappy, and the humor just doesn't work. Again, Jason's in space? 1.5 out of 5. Number 10. Friday the 13th, Part 8. Jason Takes Manhattan. Jason's barely in New York in this movie. He spends 3/4 of the movie on a cruise ship, there's barely any gore, and the ending can go suck balls. However, the music is awesome, Jason is awesome, and there are some cool yet less than gory kills. 2 out of 5. Number 9. Friday the 13th, Part 5. A New Beginning. This is where I start to talk about the ones I actually like in this series. Think of this one as an homage to the first movie. Mrs. Voorhees was the killer in the first movie, so they tried something similar with this installment. A lot of people overlook that. It's got fun characters, great deaths, and a kick-ass soundtrack. 2.5 out of 5. Number 8. Friday the 13th, the 2009 remake. It's an MTV music video with Jason. However, I do love the story, and the fact that they focus on the first 4 films in the franchise is awesome. The kills are sweet, Jason is a badass. However, the characters besides a few are weak, the soundtrack stinks, but the score is okay, and this movie is wicked fast-paced, even for its long running time. 3 out of 5. Number 7. Freddy vs. Jason. This is just a big bloody cartoon, and that's why it's awesome. It is like one of the later Freddy movies mixed with a Friday the 13th fans' wet blood-soaked dream come true. Even if Jason's afraid of water and Freddy is afraid of fire, I still dug this movie. However, the characters suck and so do some of the effects. But the soundtrack is awesome and the story is solid. Plus, we not only get Elm Street, but Crystal Lake as well. Talk about the best of both worlds. 3 out of 5. Number 6. Friday the 13th, Part 2. This installment has the first appearance of Jason, but with him wearing a burlap sack over his head. The kills, characters, score, and Jason are all great, but the film does have some dull moments, along with too many similarities to the first movie. Still, it's a staple in the slasher genre, and for good reason. 3.5 out of 5. Number 5. Friday the 13th, Part 7 of The New Blood. It is a fun, popcorn movie with impressive effects, decent characters, and a kick-ass Jason. However, the gore has been trimmed way the fuck down, and the film takes a hard, non-bloody punch because of that. I love the Carrie vs. Jason vibe theme going on, and as well as the rest of the characters. This was also Kane Hodder's debut as Jason. Enough said. 3.5 out of 5. Number 4. Friday the 13th. Part 3 in 3D. The 3D gimmick in this movie can get on your nerves, and there isn't a ton of gore, but the characters are fun and likable, the camera work is top-notch, the Jason is pretty good, and the ending is a great little homage to the first movie. And the music is funky. 4 out of 5. Number 3. Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives. Super fun and funny movie with great characters, awesomely dark humor, cool deaths, superb music, and a quick pace. However, I don't really love the Jason in this movie. He was a bit too stiff and was more like a machine than a slasher. But still, definitely check this one out. It's different from the rest for the most part. 4.5 out of 5. Number 2. Friday the 13th, the 1980 film, It was hard trying to choose my number 1 and number 2 favorites, but ultimately this is number 2. This movie is classic. It has a great setting, awesome deaths and effects, and a memorable killer. However, the acting is pretty bad and the pacing is pretty bad, but it all adds to the charm. 4.5 out of 5. And my favorite Friday the 13th movie is... number 1. Friday the 13th, the final chapter. The gore, effects, characters, atmosphere, tension, acting, music, and Jason are all awesome in this movie. However, the last shot in the movie fooled us into thinking that it was going to go in one direction, yet it stayed down the same path. Sort of like Child's Play. Still, this is the best installment, not only in my opinion, but in a lot of others' opinions as well. 5 out of 5. And that's it. That's my video. There's really nothing else I can talk about. There's nothing new that can be shown in this video. I've already talked about all the Friday the 13th movies. And oh look, there's the Jason mask. There's something now. I am Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Movie Reviews. Make sure to like my Facebook page in the description below, leave comments, and subscribe. Happy Friday the 13th.